Hello everyone, amateur meteorologist FirstinWeather here. Apologies if this video is a little quick. I just recorded a 20-minute video before this, but for some reason the video did not save. OBS crashed, so I might be rushing this one a little bit. But I still will try to hit all the main points for you guys. And it is January 27, 2019. We are anticipating the arrival of an Arctic outbreak. Well, not really an outbreak, an Arctic chapter, as this Arctic outbreak or chapter will only last for about a few days before it goes on out of here. But before that, I want to talk about the potential for some snow actually for Central Virginia, the Mid-Atlantic states, and the Southeast. So this is the FV3 GFS model, the 18Z run for this evening. And so as we take it through, this is Monday, this is Tuesday now. We have this nice little Arctic front. Very cold air behind it. This, yes, my friends, is the polar vortex coming in right behind it. And we have snow on the backside of this system right here. Right? Rain on the edges. That goes through. You have a pretty good band of snow, actually. This is what the model is showing for Central VA. This is Richmond, Charlottesville, DC, Roanoke. Right? And so even areas in the southeast could see some snow. Look at this. Showing snow in the southern states right here. I forget what state this is. I'm sorry. My geography is complete trash. But, yeah, this is some snow in the southeast. Very impressive. Oh, yeah. This is Mississippi. This is Alabama. Whew, there we go. But, yeah, it's showing a pretty good clip of snow in the south. Deep south, that is. So, that is impressive. That just shows you the Arctic nature of this front and just how powerful the cold air is on the backside of it. However, I do want to stress, I think the models are all overdoing this, and the local TV meteorologist might be overhyping this event, and here's why. This is a very fast-moving event, alright? This is not your typical major snowstorm where the 6-hour average precip works, right? Because this is so fast-moving, it's not going to be this wide, alright? If you look at the actual radar frozen map, you can see that in reality it's a very skinny band of snow, and even that is very, very iffy, because especially Virginia southwards, because some of the models just have it mostly as rain to a very brief change over to snow. And this is supported in the short range models, the high resolution models. The latest 0Z NAM doesn't even have any snow mixing in Central Virginia. So if you look at this, wow, that's nothing. It's just rain coming through. A skinny band of rain. That's very different from what the FV3 was showing with the 6-hour average precip. This looks quite impressive, and then if you go to the 3KM, well, nothing. Alright, so right now I'm thinking for Central Virginia, we're going to have an Arctic front come through with some rain initially. It will change over to snow for a brief period, alright, just some wet snowflakes mixing in. However, I do think there is a good risk for a flash freeze. We will see a 20 to 25 degree temperature drop in the span of a few hours. So anything that's wet, the roads will be wet from the rain. Alright, that's going to freeze. So things will be icy Wednesday morning in many areas after that front passes through. So that's one thing I would watch out for. This is not going to be a significant snow event, a coating at most in Central VA. But the bigger risk is that flash freeze as everything freezes and very quickly. So that is the biggest danger. And so as that goes through, let me go back out to the CONUS view. Now we have that very, very, very cold air in the Midwest. Just look at this. Wow, that's very impressive. Let's look, if we look at the temperature anomalies, look at that. That's 30 degrees below average. Unbelievable. And also 30 degrees below zero. If we look at the shaded temperatures, look at that. 12Z Wednesday. Temperatures 30 to 40 below zero in basically all of the Midwest, upper Midwest. Crazy stuff. Very cold temperatures. Records will be completely shattered in some of these areas. And high temperatures, oh, a toasty 34 degrees below zero in Minnesota. So this is some very cold air. But the good thing is, as I said before, this is not going to be that winter of 2013-2014 when that Arctic air just locked in place in the south, and we had days at a time when we were below freezing, even in the southeast. All right, this is going to be a very quick mover. It's here Wednesday, and then by Friday, it's gone. Nothing really too extreme. So very fast moving. Then after this, I want to talk about the future pattern. So the future pattern until about February 15th is not conducive for any sort of wintry precipitation along the I-94 or any significant wintry precipitation along the I-95 corridor. And here's why. After this event, this is Saturday, February 2nd, this is Sunday, February 3rd, Super Bowl Sunday. It's going to be a warm Super Bowl in Atlanta. We're going to have that ridge in place, right? Kind of a trough, and then just a big old ridge right here, pumping in that warm air. Go to the upper dynamics, right? Warm, big ridge, right? That goes through. Ridge stays stubborn until about February 8th. Nope, still there. February 8th, still ridge in the east, trough in the west, a very stormy west, and the way this jet stream is oriented, all storms are going to go like this. So if you're in Minnesota, if you're in Wisconsin, Iowa, northern Illinois, is that how you say it? I don't know. Well, oh well. If you're in these areas, the pattern for you guys until mid-February is looking very stormy, very snowy, because these storm systems, you will be on the cold side of these storm systems, while areas basically all here, I-95 corridor, all of these areas, yeah, not looking too good for snow, very bad. We're going to be seeing lots of rain, not snow, during the heart of winter, so really not looking good. And the model reflects this. Look at this. You have the low going like this, basically going like this, snow right here, just boring rain right here. Look at that. So very snowy and cold on the backside. So it's looking good for you guys right here. If you recall my winter forecast, I said these areas will be seeing an average winter due to the blocking or lack of blocking right here, and that's what's been panning out. We've been seeing very little blocking, and that's allowed these systems to go like this, providing the worst of the winter over here. And so that's what's panning out so far. That's how it looks. That's how it looks like it's going to be for the next 2 to 3 weeks at least. And if you recall my winter forecast, I said it would be average right here, winter battle zone right here due to the mixing. Well, we've actually seen way less than that. Besides that freak snowstorm we had December 9th, it's been a very mild and basically uneventful winter, which goes pretty much with my winter forecast. Here I call for an average winter, but it's been much worse than that. Boston has seen, I think, less than 2 inches of snow this winter. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's been very snowless and warm, right? Or not warm, but uneventful. And that's exactly what I was saying for my winter forecast. All the storm systems would not have any blocking. There would be inland runners, and that's exactly what's happened. So very interesting. I know it sucks for you snow lovers out there, but definitely not what many of you were thinking, what many professional meteorologists were thinking. This is supposed to be the record-breaking winter in the southeast and northeast, but it's just not panning out like that. And that pattern will be like that until about mid-February, all right? This is when things start to change a little bit, and I do think after February 15th, we might have that potential for a good 2 or 3 weeks of snowy and cold, conducive weather for the eastern United States. For that, I'm too uncertain. There's not enough info. But I hate to break it to you guys, but until February 15th, the pattern is not looking good for snow and cold if you're east of the Mississippi. It's just not looking good. So, guys, stay patient. I know it hurts, but it's just not looking good. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.